Hi everyone, Janie here. Welcome back to my garden. I am smiling ear to ear today because look at what's behind me. I love it. So Jason and I worked on this yesterday. It's actually the next morning. We spent all day putting together these raised tiered beds in my cut flower garden. So before we did these, it was kind of just a mound of soil, and it just wasn't quite right. It looked really beautiful when it was all full of plants, right? But it just wasn't right. So I thought up these and I decided to put these in. They're very, very simple. I'll link the video down below if any of you are interested in how we did it. But we got it done in one day, 1 8-hour day, which I think was crazy. Both he and I woke up this morning a little bit sore. We both definitely took some medicine this morning to help with the achy muscles. So that's all right. But now that everything's up, the soil looks so beautiful, so like loamy and soft. Oh, I'm so excited about it. I am finally getting my bulbs planted in this area. So let me show you what I have. Okay, so sorry about the shadow. It's still the morning, so the sun's not totally up yet. But this big pile right here, these are daffodils from Eden Brothers, and this is called the Citrus Sorbet Mix. And these I actually purchased to put in my flower field, my really big flower field. And yeah, that's not happening because it's probably still flooded, and I think it's just easier to put them in here. So I do have plans for seedlings to go in everywhere, but my seedlings won't go in until probably the 1st of March, I think. I have to remember the timing. I'll put it on the screen if that's not right. But they will be going, like, basically I'll be dividing these boxes into 3s, and I'll put 3 different varieties like that. And so basically this year I will have 9 varieties of cut flowers, all like that. Now some of them are warm weather cut flowers, so they're gonna take a really long time to grow really big. So like for instance right here where I'm putting these daffodils, I'm gonna put Gomphrena, and Gomphrena will stay very, very tiny until it starts warming up, and then they'll start growing. So I'm just going to interplant those while I have the bulbs in here. Then in the middle, I have kind of a mix of bulbs. I have some paper whites left over from my neighbor Christmas gifts that I want to get in. I have some ice follies. Are these ice follies? Yeah, ice follies, daffodils, and then those are some apricot tulips that I pulled last year from my backyard, so I'm going to try and see if those can grow. And then I have these guys. These are the Negrita Jumbo Pink Mix. I got these at Costco. They've been sitting in my garage fridge, so they're nice and chilled. It is definitely late to be planting these. Usually you want to plant them probably in December. I would say late December is probably the right time, but it's just been raining just nonstop. This is literally the first chance we've had to come out here and get these planted. Same with these guys. So this is I might as well just plant them at this point. So these are anemones, these leggy things. These are the white with the black eye. So I'm gonna plant them right down here. This is a little kind of 2-foot wide spot that I left. I didn't put the raised beds there because this has a drain right here. Underneath this bird bath, there's a whole bunch of like stuff. I don't know. I think it's for the TV cable that we obviously don't use anymore. Not obviously. We don't have cable, so we don't use it anymore. So I just covered it up. And then under here, there's a utility box. So this whole area was kind of unusable, but from the drain over, it's still good soil. So I'm going to try planting these in there. And then I have some ranunculus. Again, more leggy ranunculus, but they're not dead. These are last year's that I saved. Those are rainbow mix ranunculus, and then those are shamalo. I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm just gonna pack everything in. If I have to kind of spill it over to another box, I will. And then finally up here, there's Jason. He's helping me out again today. Thank you. And then over here, I'm going to do my sweet peas. So I have the watermelon sweet peas. They're the Elegance watermelon. This beautiful, gorgeous color. I saw, if you guys have seen that Florette show on, is it on Discovery? I don't know what it's on, but I watched it a couple years ago, and there was like this quick shot of a color of sweet peas that were just this corally, bright, beautiful color. And I should have just bought them off Florette, but I never got around to it. But when I was on Johnny's website, Johnny's Seeds had Elegance watermelon, and it looked almost exactly the same as what I was looking at on that show. So that's what those are going to be, and we're just to make it easy, we're just going to put it up on this teepee. So all my plans for this whole cut flower garden have completely changed from last time I went over all these plans with you guys, and that's just because it was like one thing after another after another. But I feel like that's kind of how gardening is, and you just have to adjust on the fly. So anyway, it's, you know, it's not exact. I'm kind of just, you know, changing things as I go, and it's like, okay, well, let's put these here and let's put these here. And, you know, these, like over where the sweet peas are, those are going to be sunflowers this year. So I can kind of push off sowing those and planting those until the sweet peas are done. And sweet peas usually don't last that long, just because we get really, really hot here. So hopefully these things will bloom. I don't have super high expectations, just simply because I am so late. This is not the way to do any of it. It's not good to leave anemones and ranunculus in flats like that for 6 weeks now. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's been way too long, but I figure I might as well try. I have this extra space right now, and it's so beautiful. I just cannot wait to get things planted. So one other thing I wanted to show you all is I wanted to show you all our pegboard inside our garage. We're done with that too. Okay, so here's our garage. We got it mostly all cleaned out. Doesn't that look good? Oh, I'm so happy with it. Let's see. So these boxes, this is a shed that was sent to me that Jason and I are going to put this together. This is going on the side of our house, so we got to do that sometime this week. And then this is the bench that my parents gifted me that's going in the back shade garden. We're going to try and get to that later today if we have time. This is our beautiful gardening supplies organization wall. I am so happy with it. We've already like used stuff and then immediately put it back, which has been fantastic. But this you guys haven't seen. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, I just increased the exposure a little bit. Hopefully you guys, now this looks really bright, but you guys can see this here. So Jason just went and he got some white pegboard and he just bolted it to the wall with 2x2s behind it. So it's kind of sitting a little bit off of the wall, a little bit away from the wall, so that we could use these to hang things. And I really like it. I think it's good. I mean, we still have to kind of adjust it a little bit just so that we know exactly where things are going to go. But so like this whole area is kind of our tool area. Then this is our garden supplies area. And then this is our garden tools area. And I love it. It's so fantastic. And it makes things so easy. All right, enough talking. Let's get to planting these poor bulbs and seedlings. I don't want them to wait another minute. I'm tired of torturing them. So let's get going. and we are done, and you really can't see anything. So we're gonna have to use our imagination as to how beautiful it is gonna look in just a couple weeks, as long as everything comes up. I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant to be too excited about it because I just feel like I am so late with planting up my bulbs, but might as well try. I had them, they were there. I have this space. That's okay. So let me show you guys what I planted. It's completely different than what I said in the beginning. Yeah, of course, what's new? So we started off by planting the sweet peas. That's just like I said in the beginning. So they are over here, and they're right on this teepee right here. This is actually what I used last year. I wasn't planning to do the teepee again this year because I was planning to do like one long line of it, but that of course didn't, it just changed. Everything changed. So this was the easiest way to do it, and we just planted them. They're not horrible. Like they're definitely not super happy sweet pea seedlings. They've definitely been in the little trays for way too long, but they're not, you know, I think that they'll grow. So I'm optimistic about the sweet peas. Then coming over here, we worked our way down here. Here is where we planted that first mix of tulips. So I'm gonna put each mix on the screen right now because I cannot remember the name of any of them. These were the big hot pink and purple ones right here. Then we came over here and we did the daffodil, the citrus sorbet blend over here. And then I thought, okay, well, I want to plant more things here when we're planting things way closer together. So we did 3 separate mixes. So let's see. No, I take that back. In the back was the Ice Valley daffodils. Then we had like the Purple Lady mix or something like that. And then right in the front, we had another mix. I'll put it on the screen right now. So it's basically just gonna be a total mix of daffodils, a total mix of colors, you know, all that fun stuff. So I'm really excited about it. And then right in front in here, I did those apricot tulips that I saved from last year. They looked terrible. I don't expect them to come up at all. So yeah, if I get one, I'll be happy. If I get one leaf, I'll be happy with those. And then, like I said, down here, these are my anemones and my ranunculus. It's kind of just, I tried to keep it in order. Like the white anemones are right here. The shalmallows are right here. The rainbow pastel mix are right here, but then I put some rainbow pastel over there on the other side. Yeah, so it's all over the place. Then here I had a couple extra English daisies from my window box, my pink window box I did, my very first project of 2023. These were leftover, so I thought, hey, let's put some color in. So I did those, and then finally over there on that corner, I'm thinking what I did. Oh, I did the paper whites that I had left over from my Christmas neighbor gifts. So yeah, so this whole box is full right there, a little bit over there, the sweet peas, and then everything in front. So I think I'm excited about it. I feel like I'm gonna get some color. So Jason already left. He has gone to Home Depot to get some more supplies for another project we're trying to tackle this week. If any of you are wondering why Jason has been with me in all these videos, it's because he took this week off. He had vacation this week, and it's kind of a staycation. I got so behind with the rain and everything on all the projects that I needed to do, so he was really sweet, and he said he was gonna help me out this week. So we're basically working together. It's been fun. You know, it's nice to have him here. I feel like I'm getting the most benefit out of it, but I think that he's just happy just to have a break from work and just to move on to something a little bit different. So he went to Home Depot to get some more supplies. That will be for another video later on this week. So yeah, let me get in the shade real quick. All right, so I am so happy to finally get these poor things planted. I feel like I've been torturing them just all winter long, so I'm so glad. It's like a big sigh of relief to get these raised beds built and these bulbs and these seedlings in. So I'm so happy. Big check. Now I can kind of go get a cup of coffee and relax until we start our next project. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get into your garden today.